That kid, sitting on his bed listening to that. That must have been what it was like for him. I can't think what else it would have been like. I could hear his mum and dad going for it from my house next door. In there it must have been really strange. Just like sex. And when you're a kid and you hear those noises, when your mum and dad are fucking, it sounds like your dad's trying to carve up your mum with a butter knife. Especially if you're too young to even know what sex is. I can't remember how old kids are when they learn that. And when you saw the tattoos that the kid's dad had, it seemed pretty likely that the sex was rough. Only guys who are really rough or really vain cover themselves in tough stickers like that. And for the girl on the receiving end of it, I'd say the result is pretty much the same either way. Basically, the kid next door had a mum who didn't love him. It wasn't that she didn't love him. It wasn't like she felt the opposite of love. It was just like she was distracted all the time. It was just about her own need for love. And she didn't even know what love is anyway. The kid asked me once if I ever heard my parents having sex, which I didn't think so. I walked in on them once and saw Dad lying on top of Mum, but not much seemed to be going on. He told me I'd know about it if I heard it. This conversation turned me on because the mum was always getting around in her undies. And I wanted to fuck her. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to have a mum that everyone wanted to fuck.
Where's my car keys?
Oh, hey, I found your car keys. Tell him what you did to his car, though.
Where are mine?
What?
Where are my car
I thought they're yours.
No.
Whose are they then?
Where's my car keys? Can you see my car
No.
keys?
So he's given me a number that he fucking hesitated, right? He's
you
like
serious?
jumpy about it. No, I call the number back. It's the fucking Landon Centre. You know what that is? It's a drug clinic. It's a fucking
Are
drug
you sure you're
clinic.
not sitting on my car keys?
I didn't ask the guy's name. I mean, I'm a complete fucking idiot. But
Hey,
the
can I make
fucking-
you stop talking for 1 second and just help me?
You want to fucking cry a little louder? Take his car.
I don't want to have his car on my car keys so I can take my own car. Look under your seat.
Their house was like a cave. And all these dirty monkeys would go in it. And then they'd come out again. And they're always angry and scratching themselves. And the kid was in there too somewhere. was like he was just lost in there somewhere. Sometimes he'd come out and muck around with us. Not very often, but sometimes he would. It was like he didn't really know how to muck around. He wasn't good at it. It was nice though. He used to chew his fingers till they were bleeding. Like he was eating his fingers. The only reason I remember all this stuff about the kid, all the details and that, was because of something that happened one day. I don't remember what year it was. It doesn't matter. I remember that it was summer. It was another one of those days when the kid's dad was entertaining and the yard was full of cars and other people in the street didn't like the cars. Someone in the street called the cops. And, I mean, fuck, it could have even been my mum and dad. They didn't like the cars. There was something about the way the kid came out of the house that day that was scary. But like I totally understood it too. I don't know what I understood, but it made sense. You know how that is when you think you understand something, but you can't really explain why? Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know what I think I saw. I can't have had much time. These things never last longer than a few seconds.
Drop the weapon. Drop it. Put it on the ground. Put the weapon on the
But in those few seconds, I saw the kid see something in that cop that he wanted. She didn't want to kill him. She really didn't want to kill him. And for the kid, that was probably about as close to love as he'd ever gotten. The warmth of someone who really doesn't want to kill you. And all night, people came and people went, and this was the biggest thing ever. And to me, in the middle of it, the cop was the one who seemed the upsettest. And the dad didn't seem particularly rough or vain. I don't know how the kid's mum really felt. I know she screamed like fuck and tried to smack anyone who came near her. I could only really see the back of her, and even then, with all that and everything, I still wanted to have sex with her. She was still wearing her undies, and, you know, I know it, and I know it's fucked up, but there's so much wrong with it, it's not even wrong anymore. You know what I mean? It just is. It's just science.